Let's start with something simple today. When most people try to improve their nutrition, they typically focus on what they should remove. So think things like less sugar, less junk food, less processed snacks. But one of the most powerful changes usually comes from focusing on what you can add. And one of the best additions you can make to your daily nutrition is vegetables. Veggies provide fiber, vitamin, minerals, antioxidants, and food volume that very few other foods can match. They allow you to eat larger, more satisfying meals without dramatically increasing calories. That's why prioritizing vegetables can really improve energy, recovery, digestion, and overall performance. So, here's why vegetables matter. Vegetables are some of the most nutrient dense foods available. They deliver a large amount of nutrition for relatively few calories. And research consistently shows that higher vegetable intake is associated with improved health outcomes. These include things like lower inflammation, improved gut health, better blood sugar control, and reduced risk of cardiovascular disease. Fiber plays a major role in all of these benefits. Veggies are one of the best sources of fiber in the diet, bar none. So fiber helps stabilize blood sugar, supports digestion, feeds beneficial gut bacteria, and increases your satiety. That means vegetables can really help you feel fuller while also supporting body compositional goals. All right, now let's talk about performance benefits for training purposes. Vegetables also contain compounds that directly support training and recovery. Leafy greens like spinach, arugula, these contain natural nitrates. These nitrates help improve blood flow and can actually reduce the oxygen cost of your exercise. So that actually supports endurance and performance during your training sessions. Cruciferous vegetables like broccoli, Brussels sprouts, and kale contain compounds that help you reduce inflammation and oxidative stress after really hard workouts. So this can support recovery and help your body adapt to training a lot more effectively. Now, this is what prioritizing vegetables looks like. So a simple guideline is aiming for 3 to 5 servings of vegetables per day. So for many active people, this can even be more beneficial. A serving is roughly 1 cup of raw leafy greens or about a half a cup of cooked vegetables. And another helpful strategy is using the healthy plate model. So fill half your plate with vegetables, 1/4 with protein, another quarter with carbohydrates, and include healthy fats when appropriate. This structure can really naturally increase nutrient intake while also keeping meals balanced. Speaking of balanced, how do you stay consistent with this? Well, consistency with vegetables often comes down to preparation and accessibility, like we've talked about in some previous modules. So keeping vegetables visible and easy to grab in the fridge, key. Pre-cut vegetables in the refrigerator are far more likely to therefore be eaten. So experiment with different cooking methods, like many people, they may dislike vegetables when raw, so then they may boil them or cook them, or vice versa. Roasting vegetables with olive oil, garlic, and herbs or spices can dramatically improve flavor. And then even frozen vegetables can be a great option. They are often flash frozen at peak ripeness and can be just as nutritious as our fresh options. Now let's talk about small ways to add more veggies. Add spinach to smoothies. Blend vegetables into soups or sauces. Use cauliflower rice or zucchini noodles. Add peppers or mushrooms to eggs. These small adjustments can significantly increase your daily vegetable intake without requiring major changes to your meals. All right, so let's set some expectations right up front. You do not need to eat vegetables perfectly every day, and you do not need to force feed foods that you truly dislike. The goal is gradually increasing both the amount and variety of vegetables you eat. Many people begin noticing improvements in digestion, energy, satiability once they start consistently reaching 3 to 5 servings per day. And progress, remember, comes from small, repeatable habits over time. All right, so at Actualize, we focus on habits that create the biggest long-term impact. So prioritizing vegetables is one of the simplest ways to improve nutrient intake, recovery, digestion, and truly just overall health. When vegetables become a regular part of your meals, your body receives the nutrients it needs to perform, recover, and then therefore adapt to training. And those consistent daily habits are what ultimately lead to lasting results that you want, and therefore actualizing your purpose and potential.